I'm really excited to dip my toes in that water, break out a bikini. Yeah.
We're already lost. So we're gonna live the high life for the rest of the week.
Day 72. Our search for water continues. Will we find the bottom of the Virgin River? In a completely different state. Oh my god!
You know, one of the things that's pretty awesome about living off-grid.
I just saw him in the background. No, I just saw him.
The original reason why we brought it to them to actually get fixed. This time, trying to find our way down to that dang river we couldn't find our way down to, and found this super cool riverbed waterfall area minus the water.
It's been a bit chilly and high winds the past couple days, but tomorrow it's not going to be as windy and it's going to be in the 80s.
Nice.
I'm really excited to dip my toes in that water, break out a bikini.
Did we miss the path? We're already lost. Check this out. So we're gonna live the high life for the rest of the week.
We can use more than a tablespoon to wash a plate if you want to. I don't know. It's a hard habit to break.
Yeah.
I still do it in people's houses.
Yeah, when we were at your parents' house, I think it was bothering your mom a little bit because I would use the smallest amount of water. I caught your dad and your mom looking at me a couple of times like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm digging a hole to bury your body.
I still say that they should put foot pedals in all sinks everywhere, especially in an RV. Our shower has one, and just the amount of water we save by being able to actuate the water with your foot and not have to take that extra second or two to reach for the handle to turn it off, or even, you know, the shower head to flip it off, because that never goes well. The foot pedal is great for saving water.
Couldn't get down the canyon to have some splashy fun time in the water, so we are moving to the other side of the river.
Yeah, and it's still a little too cold up north where we were gonna go, so we decided to just hang out for a week here.
I kind of talked him into it.
This was my idea.
Yeah, and then it was a great idea, and I fought for it, even though it wasn't my idea. Though I did not make the hill, I will still die on it. Day 72. Our search for water continues. Will we find the bottom of the Virgin River? Will we find water? Will we just find a dry riverbed? Will we find a gate saying it's public, people aren't allowed? Saying private property, go away. Let's find out. What you see?
Oh, hold on. We're at a fork and we didn't study our map well enough to know if we go left or right.
To the trail. Or road. It's not a trail.
This is not hiking, by the way.
No.
Katie and I have been having this debate on hiking. What is hiking? Is it walking down a road that exists? Is it walking down a trail? Or is it making your own trail? Or your own way through stuff? Climbing rocks, going through bushes. Isn't that hiking? That's what I always thought it was.
I think it could be a trail just with a little bit of climbing and stuff.
Let us know in the comments. What do you feel is hiking?
Holy shit, that's steep.
Yeah. That's it though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. That's the one. I found a technique. You run like a penguin. All right, we made it down the treacherous rocky road.
Excuse me.
I'm not redoing that. That's staying in there. We fight allergies, rocks.
You really get a whole different perspective being down here. What?
I heard something.
It's a lizard.
I don't care. This place is beautiful. It feels like I'm in a completely different state. Oh my god! Ryan just kicked a stick. Oh.
Oh my god.
Might be a little jumpy, okay?
A little bit.
Here we are, 8 feet above the water. And then we see this.
Would you call this a fail?
I would call this a fail. It only took, what, like 4 or 5 hikes? Okay. We're finally leaving the Zion area. We never got to swim in the river. But we're going up north to a lake that is unsafe to swim in. So we're heading up to Utah Lake here in a minute. I got everything packed up.
You know, one of the things that's pretty awesome about living off-grid with so much solar and being extremely independent from everything is you can just pick up and leave whenever you want. So that's what we're gonna do.
So yesterday we traveled from the Virgin River just south of Zion to Utah Lake. It was a 400-mile journey? 600? 300?
268.
We left at 10:30 in the morning. We arrived at 5:45.
Then we came up to 15 and headed to our first spot to grab water. It was marked incorrectly on iOverlander and led us to a park which had water, but it had a red handle. We had heard that all the red handles were non-potable water, so we were looking for the blue handle. So we went to another spot.
But did have a blue handle.
That one didn't work. So then we hopped back on the freeway, drove another 20 minutes to a marina campground RV park, which just so happens to be right over there.
And we saw that for each of the RV campsites were red handles.
There was a BLM spot over by the marina. There were so many mosquitoes, it might as well have just created a human form and walked around.
Yeah.
It was
a cloud.
It was crazy how many mosquitoes were there.
And there was that creepy drone. Someone was flying a drone that was just in our face and looking at our license plate. And there was no, I don't know, that kind of creeped me out. But it was just bad vibes, like,
Yeah.
girls, you know when you get that vibe.
We ended up completely making a circle, and that road took us back to the original park that we could have gotten water at. When we got on the road heading into town, and I knew we were heading into town, sure enough, we went right by that park. We spent an extra 2 hours getting water, and taking a scenic drive on the other side of the lake over by Provo, Utah.
We saved about 25 cents per gallon on gas, but our water hunt probably just broke even.
We averaged 10.9 miles per gallon on this trip, and we've almost seen 12 miles per gallon when we were heading to Zion.
So we're almost here, seeing the beautiful lake, and I hear a thunk thunk as we're driving. Windows are down. Like, what the hell was that?
The wasp hit right at the door jamb and then bounced off and fell into my lap, completely stunned, not dead. I flicked him off my crotch onto the floor, which Katie then rescued me with a paper towel and chucked the little guy out the window.
So, it was an adventure, but
Dorks.
the battery's also about to die because we forgot to charge it, so I'm just gonna show you guys this beautiful view right now.
He did.
I thought I heard him under the fridge. Oh, he's under the I just saw him in the background. No, I just saw him. He went in the pantry, dude. I'm under the fridge. Oh, he's under the I just saw him in the background.
Can't be in there, little buddy. You had to come out, man. It's okay, little buddy.
Oh God, we just want to get you home.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. He's coming to you. He's coming to your feet. Unless he just went in there. In a garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katie's got a new recipe going off here in the 11-in-1. Making some chicken and chorizo paella.
Hopefully it'll be very spicy and delicious. I doubled the spices, so a couple extra garlic cloves in there.
As well as dinner going off here right now. We've got all of our mouse chores done. And we believe that we have all of the little entryways this little bugger could get in sealed up with duct tape. Why is duct tape just the give up, like it just fixes everything?
As soon as you get into your RV, just buy a roll of duct tape. We waited months. We should not have. Would have been useful for so many instances.
I've used it my whole life. I used to race go-karts, and we used duct tape on go-karts for things, and we used to call it 100-mile-an-hour tape. So
why is that?
Because we were going 100 miles an hour, and it lasted. So our little mouse friend got into our tomatoes on the counter. And they always just eat the bottom of them.
Of all of them!
Of all of them. Like a couple bites out of each one. Katie had an idea to put the tomatoes in the mouse trap that we bought. Right now we have a marshmallow. So we may peel that little section back open and put a tomato in there.
Comment down below what you've had good luck with using as bait for little rodent critters.
We've been trapped inside for a couple days. The winds are getting up to around 30, 40 miles an hour. I really wanted to say knots.
I know. I don't know what that means. I just know knots. What is that in knots?
I just did this conversion the other day. 34.
And there's so much silty dust that whenever you walk outside, you just get sandblasted. I guess in your mouth and your eyes. And we're trapped inside with a stowaway. We were in lovely deserts with cactus and stuff, and now we're in lush, beautiful green fields that have mice. Silly, the mouse has been here for 3 days. We have duct taped holes. We have barricaded access ways to the pass-through underneath. But they chew through everything. So Brian made a huge barricade, which we thought was sound, and the little cutesy-wootsy guy just chewed through.
He ate through the duct tape that I put down there.
There's like multiple layers too?
Yeah, there's like 4 layers. We're gonna take our solar panel cushion stuff that we've had in windows And we're gonna build even a thicker platform so he doesn't get through it for a couple days and finally focuses on eating that tomato in a trap that won't hurt him.
He ate about 5 of my spinach plants and my lavender plant and dug up a basil plant. How good that is.
Good enough.
Close up. So I woke up last night in the middle of the night to go pee, and the little guy was chewing. I could hear him, and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I read a couple articles, and he was awake chewing for like 4 hours straight. Got some stamina.
Sure, we've got a Lucky Charms marshmallow in here now. Oh yeah,
Is it hard?
that's quite
crunchy?
firm now.
Ugh.
Tomato is loaded.
Are you showing me the
Oh
camera?
no, I'm just. What is snagging me on top?
There's
All right, our defenses are set. Let's hope this is quick.
I grew up with the sweet, sun-ripened luxury of homegrown tomatoes. It's like nature's candy, but better because they go on BLTs. There's just something magical about that juicy slice of tomato paired with crispy bacon that says, "Summer is here, grab a cold beer and put on a bikini." It's transplant day. Basically gonna put tomato plants and jalapeno into these 30 pots. We have way more tomato seedlings than what we need. So unfortunately these guys are end of the line for them because the ones in this pot did way better. I planted them all at the same time. So the mysteries of gardening. So I'm probably just gonna put a tomato plant in with this one because I read that they're fine, they're companion plants, and the spinach does well with the filtered light under the tomato. And since these will be in the bed of the truck for the most part, unless it's really windy, that'll be great because they'll just be in full sun. I think he's okay. He'll survive. Now, growing these tiny seedlings in an RV might seem a little ambitious. I mean, space is tight and water is a hot commodity. But this isn't just about being sustainable or going off-grid. To the food I eat, the dirt I play in, and the memories I'm making on the road. Every morning I peek out at my mini garden like a proud plant parent, hoping for new leaves while whispering sweet nothings to the jalapenos. And getting way too excited about half an inch of growth. Those just look so beautiful with dirty hands. These little plants give me a whole lot of hope. And maybe, just maybe, the perfect taco topping.
Well, we woke up this morning and Katie has the hiccups.
Hey!
Our gray water tank is quite smelly.
What is that smell?
So we're gonna have to deal with that. Go get some detergent to throw down in there so it maintains a nicer smell than the egg smell. Other than that, we're gonna go do some laundry, fill and dump, flush out our gray if we can. Let's get some breakfast in us. Get things rolling.
We sprung a leak.
Hey, Camping World, thanks for doing nothing. The original reason why we brought it to them to actually get fixed. And then do shit.
As you know, we took our fifth wheel in for some warranty work recently. The big ticket item? The infamous black tank, lovingly known as the poop tank. It had a charming little habit of leaking when full, which, as you can imagine, is not exactly the kind of ambiance we were going for in our home on wheels. Fast forward just 1 month after the repairs, and guess what? It's leaking. again.